So this is an assignment related to topic entropy. In question 1, when ammonium nitrate crystals dissolve in water, the entropy of a system, because when ions dissolve, means the solid dissolved ions will separate, move away from each other. But they're asking what happened to entropy of the system. So dissolving is an endothermic reaction. The total entropy, first thing, it cannot remain same. Why it cannot remain same? Because ammonium nitrate crystals are there and dissolve in water. And entropy of the system involves the
So it should be
reactant.
D.
The system involves the reactant particles, the reactant molecule. Yeah, so for this one, D should be the right answer. Because when ions are there, ions is spread out. As these ions spread out, the entropy will increase. So the options, what are the options? It remain the same, it cannot remain the same. It fall because the hydrated ions are more ordered than the solid. That's wrong. Rise because ions in the crystal become hydrated in the solution, or rise because ions are arranged more randomly in the solution than in the crystal. That is why D is the right answer. The second part, which reaction has the most positive entropy change of a system? So as the number of the particle increases, the state also changes. So when we check the options here, aqueous and liquid, so entropy will decrease. Aqueous, solid and aqueous, so it will also decrease. Gas and liquid, so it will also decrease. Gas, the number of the remain gas, but the number of the gas molecule increase. So as the number of the molecule increase, the entropy will also increase. That's why D is the right answer. Barium carbonate decomposed in an endothermic reaction when heated to 1500. What are the signs for entropy at 1500? Entropy of system, because solid converting to solid and gas, so number of particle increase, entropy of the system should be positive. And because it's an endothermic reaction, so entropy of the surrounding is equals to minus delta H by T, so delta H is positive, so this will be negative. So entropy of a surrounding will be negative, whereas entropy of the system will be positive as the number of the particle increase. So B will be the right answer. Which of these solid substances likely to have the greatest standard entropy? So you have to check the number of the particle, and then if the number of particles are same, you have to check the number of the subatomic particles like protons and electrons. So when you check, it's in SnBr4, it's having the maximum number of the particle, greater the number of the particle, greater the entropy. The equation for enthalpy of hydration refers to when ions in the gaseous state will turn into ion in aqueous state. Basically, ions are there surrounded by the water molecule. So ions in the gaseous state form ions in an aqueous state. We call that as hydration. So question 5, the only one, ions in the gaseous turn into ion in aqueous, so B is the right answer. In question 6, energies evolve when 1 mole of a gaseous calcium ion is hydrated, because ions in the gaseous state turn into ion in aqueous state. This is more exothermic compared to corresponding barium. So what is the reason why energy released with the barium is smaller as compared to, so when we compare the size, we have magnesium, calcium, barium is there below calcium. So calcium is smaller in size. So when ions are smaller, they can form a stronger bond with the water molecule as compared to the larger ions. So calcium ion can form a stronger hydrogen bond, means can form a stronger bond with the with water molecules as compared to that of barium. That's why the ionic radius of the calcium is less, so it leads to a greater energy released. Is it clear? Then the next one, the following cycle represent the enthalpy change Wxyz for ionic solute dissolvent. Which of these changes is a lattice energy? The meaning of a lattice energy is when ions in the gaseous state will form the solid, we call that as lattice energy. So when we check the options, so here we have, because of the term lattice energy, the ions should be there. In the gaseous state, they should form a solid. So here ions in the gaseous state and they're forming a solid. So what we call, if this is W, then lattice energy will be minus W, because the arrow must point from ions to the solid. That's why B is the right answer. Energy is given out when 1 mole of strontium ion is hydrated. Magnesium is less exothermic. This reaction is less exothermic than corresponding magnesium. Magnesium is more exothermic. So what is the reason? The same reason is there. As we go down the group, the size of the ion is increasing. So as the size of the ion increases, the hydration energy will decrease. So when we compare the size, we have beryllium, we have magnesium, we have calcium, strontium, barium is there, strontium. So the size of the ion, as we go down the group, it is increasing. So as the size increases, the hydration energy will decrease. So because magnesium ion is smaller in size or smaller ionic radii compared to strontium, that's why the lattice energy of, or the hydration energy of magnesium is more exothermic compared to that of magnesium. Then use the data, calculate the enthalpy change of a solution. How we can calculate the enthalpy change of a solution? When we draw the, you can learn the formula. It's hydration energy minus the lattice energy. But when we draw this cycle, we have magnesium ions, and because for magnesium chloride it is MgCl2, and we have two chloride ion, it will form magnesium chloride, MgCl2. And the hydration means here we have in a gaseous state, and we'll have magnesium ion in aqueous state plus two chloride ion in aqueous state. So what happened when magnesium ion and chloride ion will form magnesium chloride? So what is the possibility that magnesium ion in the gaseous state and chloride ion in a gaseous state form magnesium and chloride ion in aqueous state? So we called hydration. So for 1 mole of magnesium, the hydration is minus 2003 kilojoule per mole, and for 1 mole of chlorine, it is minus 340, but there are 2 moles of chloride, so it will be 2 multiplied by minus 340. Calculation I will do first. I will write here. It means when ions in the gaseous state form ions in the aqueous state, we call that as hydration. When magnesium ion and chloride ion form magnesium chloride, we call that as a lattice energy. And when a solid dissolve to form a solution like ions in the aqueous state, we call that as enthalpy of solution. So we need enthalpy of the solution where the 2 arrows are pointing out, that is the start of the cycle, and where the 2 arrows are pointing in, that is the end of the cycle. So it will be hydration, like we can follow root 1, so we can say hydration is equals to lattice plus enthalpy of solution. Or if we need enthalpy of solution, so enthalpy of solution is hydration minus lattice. That will give us enthalpy of solution. So if we write a formula here, whenever you need enthalpy of solution, it is hydration minus the lattice. So hydration energy, what are the ions hydrated? Because to form magnesium chloride, there must be 2 chloride ions. So the hydration energy, it will be minus 2003 plus 2 multiplied by minus 340. That's a hydration. Minus the lattice energy for magnesium chloride MgCl2, it will be minus 2526 kilojoule per mole. This will give us enthalpy of the solution. Is it clear? So when we calculate for question 9, after calculation, we'll get enthalpy of the solution as minus 157 kilojoule per mole. Is it clear, this question? Then which of the following is the correct order of decreasing entropy? Entropy increases with the temperature. At higher temperature, the entropy will be higher. So highest will be steam, then followed by water at 0, and then by ice, because that is solid. This is gas, liquid and solid. So this will be the decreasing order. So C will be the right answer. Ethanol burned in excess of oxygen to produce carbon dioxide. The standard molar entropies for reactant and product are given. What is the entropy change of this reaction? So it is always the product minus reactant. So entropy of ethanol is 161. Then entropy of oxygen, it will be 3 multiplied by 205. Enthalpy of carbon dioxide, it is 2 multiplied by 214. And for water, it is 70, so 3 multiplied by 70. So the total entropy of the system is a sum of entropy of product minus entropy of the reactant. So it will be 2 multiplied by 214 plus 3 multiplied by 70 minus 161 plus 3 into 205. So that will give us the total entropy of this system, which will come out as minus 138 kilojoule mole inverse Kelvin inverse. Question 12. Nitrogen react with hydrogen to form ammonia. What is the value of entropy of the surrounding? So that is joule mole inverse Kelvin inverse at 25. So entropy of the surrounding is equals to minus delta H divided by T. So that is equals to minus, and delta H is minus 92.2. But it is kilojoule, so we have to convert into joule. So it will be exponent 3 or multiplied by 1000, and that is divided by temperature should be in Kelvin, so 25 degrees centigrade or add 273, so it will be 298 Kelvin. So when we substitute, this will come out as 309.4 joule mole inverse Kelvin inverse. In question 13, the sign for enthalpy change of a reaction and system for 4 different gaseous reactions are which must be thermodynamically feasible at all temperature. When the total entropy is positive, so it means it is thermodynamically feasible at all the temperature, and total entropy is system plus the surrounding. So when we write and check the options, so total entropy is equals to system plus entropy of surrounding, and surrounding is delta H by T, so it will be system minus delta H by T, because the surrounding is delta H by T. Now we check the options. If delta H is negative, when we check the first option, delta H is negative, so minus, and system is negative, so then possibility is there, because this minus minus plus, but this will be negative, so it is not, it can be thermodynamically feasible but not all the temperature, so it cannot be A. When we check option B, because that is system minus delta H by T, so that is negative, delta H is negative, so minus 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 plus, and entropy of the system is positive. So this will be positive and minus. So this will always be positive. All the condition it will remain positive. That's why B is the right answer. Is it clear? Question 13.
Yes, sir, but what does thermodynamically stable like mean?
Thermodynamically feasible means that the reaction can proceed.
Feasible. Yeah.
Thermodynamically feasible means the reaction which can proceed, the reaction which is having total entropy positive. It means it is possible at all the temperature. We call that as thermodynamically feasible at all the temperatures.
Okay.
It can happen at all the temperature. Thermodynamically feasible means the reaction can occur. Like example, you have calcium carbonate is there. You supply heat energy, the calcium carbonate can decompose into calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. That means it can form a product, but that is not thermodynamically feasible at all the temperature. Only at high temperature that reaction can occur. Like you have to supply heat energy, the overall reaction is endothermic. Same way, if you have like helium is there mixed with neon. Helium and neon are inert gases. So at any temperature, they won't react. So we'll say that they are thermodynamically, it is not possible that they react with each other. So it's thermodynamically not feasible. So the term thermodynamically feasible means whether the reaction can occur or No. If it can occur, we say thermodynamically feasible. If it cannot, we say it is not feasible. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
The next one, we again need enthalpy change of a solution. So how to calculate the enthalpy change of a solution? It is the hydration minus the lattice. But it is important that they give you only for 1 mole. But calcium chloride, when hydration of calcium chloride occur, it should be 2 moles because the formula of calcium chloride is CaCl2. So the hydration energy will be minus 1650 plus it will be 2 multiplied by minus 364. Why I multiplied by 2? Because 2 calcium ions are hydrated. So that is hydration minus the lattice energy, which is minus 2258. So this will give us the enthalpy of the solution. If it was like potassium chloride, then only one ion is there of chloride or one positive ion. If two positive ions are there, like they say hydration energy of sodium oxide, in that case it will be the positive ion hydration energy should be multiplied by 2. So for question 14, minus 120 or B will be the right answer. In which of the following reaction there is a decrease in entropy of the system? So how to identify if the number of the particle decreases, if the state changes from gas to liquid or liquid to solid or gas to solid? So we can say that the entropy is decreased. So here aqueous and gas turn into solid and liquid. Here solid turn into solid and liquid, solid and aqueous turn to solid, liquid and gas, and solid and liquid turn to aqueous and gas. So which one entropy decreases? That is for A, because aqueous and gases have higher entropy as compared to solid and liquid. When 1 mole of magnesium chloride dissolve in water, the enthalpy change of a solution is more negative as compared to sodium chloride. Like the enthalpy change of a solution for magnesium chloride is more exothermic as compared to that of sodium chloride. Because the same idea, the hydration energy, there is a difference in the lattice energy, but hydration energy is negative because the enthalpy of the solution is hydration minus the lattice. But both hydration energy and the lattice energy both are negative, both are exothermic. So when we substitute for hydration energy, the value, it will be negative, and lattice energy negative, so it will be positive because minus minus, it will be plus. So we have a higher or negative ion, means greater negative value for magnesium chloride compared to sodium chloride. What it shows? It shows that the hydration energy of magnesium chloride is higher. That's why the overall enthalpy of the solution is more negative. So the hydration of magnesium ion is more than sodium. That's why it is more negative. Is it clear? When solid sodium hydrogen carbonate is added to acid, fizzing occur and the temperature drop. Which statement is not true? Which statement is not correct for this? Delta H is positive. What they mentioned, the temperature drops. If temperature drop, the reaction is endothermic. So endothermic, that's true. Entropy of surrounding cannot be positive, it should be negative because entropy of the surrounding is minus delta H by T. So if minus delta H by T, if delta H is positive, so this final whole answer will be negative. So that's why B is not the right statement. System is positive. Why? Because solid and aqueous form more ions. That's true. And total will be positive as the reaction occurs. The reaction proceeds, so it's thermodynamically feasible. That's why the total entropy will be positive. There's a decrease in entropy of the system when, so in which case the entropy of the system will decrease. That is when the vapor condenses, because here the liquid is turning into, gas is turning into liquid. A solid decompose, so sublimation. Gaseous molecule decompose into smaller, so number of molecule increase, entropy increases. But solid melts, so solid turned into a liquid. But in C, the entropy has decreased as the particles have more regular arrangement, like relative compared to that of gas. What is the enthalpy change when dissolving sodium chloride in water? So the formula for enthalpy change, it is hydration minus lattice, the formula. So the formula, whenever we want to calculate, it is always hydration minus the lattice. So, or minus lattice energy plus hydration, that's why D is the right answer. Because as we discussed earlier, that the enthalpy change of a solution is hydration minus the lattice. Or I can also write minus lattice plus hydration. In question 20, energy is given out when 1 mole of a gaseous sodium is hydrated. This reaction is exothermic, more exothermic compared to corresponding. Again, the same reason, as we go down, the hydration energy decreases. Why? Because the size of the ion is increasing. So radius of sodium ion is smaller as compared to potassium. That's why it is more exothermic. Now some structure questions. Explain the meaning of spontaneous. How we define the term spontaneous? The term spontaneous means when the reaction can proceed, or the total entropy, not only entropy, you have to mention total entropy is positive. So reaction in which the total entropy is positive, known as spontaneous. Find the value of the standard molar entropy of iron 3 oxide from a data booklet. So you have to use a data booklet to work out these values of entropy. I will write it directly because that we'll use in calculation. 27.3 and 87.4. So for iron, it is 27.3 and 87.4 is there for iron oxide. Then the standard molar entropy of oxygen molecule is 205 joule mole inverse Kelvin inverse. Calculate the standard entropy change of a system for reaction between iron. So it is the product minus reactant. The equation is there. So these are the reactant and this one is the product. So we'll just use the values. For iron oxide, it was 87.4. and this 87.4 times 2, because 2 moles are there. For 1 mole it is, and for iron it is 27.3. So 27.3 multiplied by number of moles plus oxygen is 205 multiplied by 3. So this will be entropy of reactant and entropy of product. So when we calculate the difference, product minus reactant. So it will come out as minus 549. So this value will be minus 549 joule mole inverse Kelvin inverse. Then the standard enthalpy change for a reaction at 25 is minus 1648. Entropy of a surrounding, so it is minus delta H by T. So it is minus delta H is minus 1648, but that is kilo, so we have to convert into joule and divided by temperature 298 Kelvin. Because when we calculate the total entropy, both should be in the same unit. So when we solve, it will come out 5530 joule mole inverse Kelvin inverse. And to calculate the total entropy, use your answer to calculate the total. So it will be the system plus the surrounding. So entropy of the system plus entropy of the surrounding will give us the total entropy. So system was minus 549, and for surrounding it is 5530. So when we calculate, it will come out as 4980 joule mole inverse Kelvin inverse. And the positive sign means it is thermodynamically feasible. Using the reaction is thermodynamically spontaneous, means it can happen. Use your answer to B1, B2, 3 and 4. Explain the physical state of a substance in the reaction and the movement of the molecule in the surrounding, why this is so. So iron oxide is reacting so this reaction is thermodynamically spontaneous, means it can occur. Use your answer to B2. Our answer for B2 was entropy of the standard entropy of the system, that was negative. And why it was negative? Because the number of the particle decreases, that's why it was negative. So the answer here will mention the entropy of the system was negative because the number of the particles decreases, and entropy of the surrounding is positive because the reaction is exothermic release energy to the so one is negative, another one is positive. The overall reaction is feasible because the entropy of the surrounding is more than the entropy of the system. Is it clear? This part 5, B5. So system is decreasing, surrounding is increasing, and because the surrounding value is higher, that's why overall it will be feasible. Hydrogen can be manufactured by reaction of methane with steam as shown. The standard entropies of hydrogen and of water are given. You will also need to refer the data booklet, calculate the standard entropy of system. So they provide you for hydrogen. For 1 mole of hydrogen, it is 130 for 1 mole of water, but we need a data booklet to get the for methane and carbon monoxide, and to system it is product minus reactant. So using a data booklet, the methane is 186.2, and for carbon dioxide it is 197.6. So it will be product minus the reactant at 298 Kelvin. So 3 into 2 times 65.3 plus 197.6. The product minus the reactant 186.2 plus 188.7. Why? Because you can take for one molecule is 130, so you can do 130 multiplied by 3 or 130.6 multiplied by 3, or we can do this manner like one hydrogen entropy 65.3 multiplied by 2 we'll get for molecule, and then we multiply it by the total number of molecules. So this will give us the total entropy of this system, which will come out as 214.5 joule mole inverse Kelvin inverse. Then entropy of system, after entropy of system, entropy of the surrounding minus delta H by T. So enthalpy change is 206, but that is kilojoule. So it will be minus 206 into 10 to the power 3, negative sign. The reaction was positive, I guess. Yeah, it's endothermic, so positive. So this is power 3 divided by 298. We'll get the entropy of the system, surrounding. So it will be negative minus 691 joule mole inverse Kelvin inverse. And the last part, calculate the total. So to get the total, we will add system plus surrounding. We'll just add the two numbers, we'll get the total entropy. So this was assignment related to entropy. The next session we'll do assignment related to equilibrium constant. Any question or doubt related to the class today?
No, sir, it's clear.